We are live.
Raven, the GS, Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber.
Sam, the legend behind the tech.
We are live, guys. I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Patreon only. Today we have Avengers Sacrifice.
So, does that mean we're going to see a lot of people getting sacrificed by Tony's weapons of stock industries?
I've actually got no clue. Wait, firstly, how do you feel about Tony Stark?
I like him.
Okay.
I like him a lot. I'm team Tony Stark.
Your team Tony?
Yeah, I've always remember the whole Civil War thing. You know,
Yeah, but I thought you was team Tony just for Civil War.
No, man. I strongly believe that he did everything that he believed that for the humanity, and especially when you're dealing with something that you didn't even think it was possible dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like people just came from other dimensions. And now they're on Earth.
My question to you is, because he done everything that he believed was right, does it make it right?
It does, because no, because it's easy for us to say now because you've seen everything, and you can always go back and see how things go from A to B. But if you're in the present moment, you gotta do something about it, because guess what? If you didn't have this result and you had something else.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just off that comment though, I want to say, you are aware, I've always said, before Infinity War, before Avengers, that Tony was a bad guy. I've said that from early.
You have, yeah.
I've always said that from early. Because, and the only reason I disagree with you is that, alright, in that moment, you might think, oh, this is the right thing to do. But every decision he's made has not been the best decision. Excuse me, thank you. Get me, but I don't think every decision he's made is the best decision.
Because he's always thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying? This is a mind. You also have to put yourself in his place, innit? Like, he's like one of the most brilliant minds on earth. You can't think like the even I said one of the most. I'm not saying the most.
I'm debating that it's one of the most.
There's a lot in it, but when it comes to technology and stuff, he's up there in it. So, as someone who's not normal, he's always thinking ahead. That's how he got to be Tony Stark, in it, to think ahead, to pepper things up, in it.
His dad made it.
Yeah, his dad made it, but alright, if your dad makes something but you can't keep up, does that?
It's actually mad that his dad made the thing that made him the guy. 200 years or
come on,
50
fam.
years.
You gotta have it yourself, fam. Just because someone gives you something doesn't mean you can manage that properly and pepper things up.
He gave him. I'm talking about the element he made that saved his own life.
Yeah,
his dad gave him that.
Right.
The whole actual. The whole actual blueprint.
Yeah. But if you don't have within you to be in the cave and build something, because instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna build this for you, like. He had his own thoughts and his own ways to pepper the thing to save his own life. Not that. Dad didn't say, oh, here's the blueprint. In case this happens, you can put it to save your life.
No, man did. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
so that's Tony himself.
Bruv,
you can't give that credit to his dad.
I'm not talking about the credit for the Mark 1 to his dad, the Iron Giant suit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I'm talking
number
about
2.
In number 2, when he's dying, the element that he made, his dad gave him that.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about. Then I was also talking about, obviously, the company that he mishandles in Iron Man 2 as an alcoholic and then gives to Pepper. Like, man is definitely mismanaging his toys, fam. I'm just saying. And even...
That's not in him, innit?
And even, Fury's like, yo, fam, like, you're not cut out to be the first Avenger. I'm just saying, like, all of these things are there. But I do agree with you. He's doing what he thinks is right.
That's the problem.
And I think that's wrong. Because
Hitler thought he was doing what was right.
Oh, damn.
Was that?
Hitler thought he was doing what was right.
The man went there.
Wow, how are you going to put those two and two together?
I agree with you, Sam.
You know why?
Two and two together.
Because like Tony,
no,
what?
stop.
I agree, Sam. I agree.
No,
But it's
man,
true.
I agree.
Because man's always trying to control everything. Like, he has a great mind, yes, but his mind is compromised by what happened to him in Avengers 1. Because from then on, he was like, this has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen. Look what happens!
Is Hitler dealing with super strength?
He was dealing with human beings.
Yes, Hitler is.
No.
To him, they were aliens, fam. He said, if you're not
No
blue
way,
eyes,
no way.
blonde hair,
Listen,
you are an
that's
alien.
You're
You are an alien. You are a foreign species to me.
Fam.
And this is what Tony's doing as well.
no.
If people were up
This
there,
is-
we got
Black Sam! Tell him, Sam!
True, Sam.
Tell
So,
him!
how he's got a brilliant mind. He used his, I don't know, charismatic ways to get all Germany behind him,
Fam.
Austria or whatever,
Fam.
to eradicate people.
Fam.
What are we talking about? What?
In what part of Tony Stark there's ignorance, fam?
Everything!
Oh, come on, man.
Tony is ignorant. To a T.
Ignorance.
To a T.
Wow.
There is, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. There's a balance between, I forgot what the two things are, but he's ignorant, fam.
Wow.
Straight
Listen,
up.
my only, like, my biggest criticism of Tony, yeah, is that he...
Man's a Hitler.
No, it's not that man's Hitler. That's Sam's thing, innit? And I'm actually not co-signing that. I was gassing it, but I'm not co-signing it. Is that
Man's a
issues,
tyrant, yeah?
his personal issues that need to be addressed, he addresses on a worldwide basis. Like, so he's like, we need to be policed, when he means I need to be policed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's never been governed ever since the beginning. He's selling weapons to the military. He's doing this, he's doing that. And I think he's never ever gets put in check. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he's never worked for anybody else. Like Captain America, he was in the military. He was underneath people. He learned like how a hierarchy of certain things work. And I feel like Tony has never felt that. And that's why he's always the person who takes his mind and is like, what I say to do is the best thing. Like in Age of Ultron, okay, he had already made the Iron Legion. Yeah, I've made my own police force. I've done that. Then that fails, or he gets the ability to make more with more power with the scepter. I'm gonna make something stronger than that. No one asked you to. He's just doing it because he thinks it's right. Then that goes sideways and becomes Ultron. Then he's like, I'm gonna make something even stronger in the Vision. Like. And then that's why I feel like in Civil War, he's like, yo, we need to be police. He's like, yo, fam, no one else did all of this stuff. You did that.
Okay, now let me ask you, when they were working on the serum for Captain America to build a super soldier, who was just trying to fight?
They was trying to fight the Germans. They was fighting Hydra. Yeah?
The government.
Who, I don't know, you're saying the government. Who are you talking about? They made Captain America
yeah,
to try and help them win the war against Germans. Against Germany and Hitler. I mean, Germany, Hitler, Hydra, all of them lot.
Okay.
Why? Is that not what happened?
No, I'm trying. That's what.
That's what happened.
Remember.
That's what happened.
Why?
They're fighting a war and they try to make a super soldier to end the war quicker.
And what do you think happens after you win that war and you've got that weapon?
Right, you're talking hypotheticals now. I'm talking canon. You're talking hypotheticals.
Okay.
I'm just saying, yeah. And we all ready?
Go on then.
We don't even know if this has got anything to do with what we're arguing about. The thing's just called Avengers and Sacrifice.
Oh, I love it.
Innit?
I love it.
But guys, you know what? Yeah, jump in the comment sections below. Obviously, Team Tony or Team Not Tony, because this ain't this is not really a Team Tony, Team Cap thing. It's just a Team Tony, Team Not Tony thing.
No, there is a team captain thing.
Yeah, but we're not saying we're Team Cap. We're just saying that man's definitely. I'm not Team Tony.
But you're team captain.
I am Team Captain, but there's people who might not be Team Captain, but they also might not be Team Tony.
I don't think I've ever heard someone say that I'm not team captain and I'm not.
No, because usually them two are paired against each other.
Right.
But in this scenario, we've not discussed Captain America. Oh, we're not talking about Captain America. We're just talking about Tony.
No one really cares about that guy anyway.
Who, Captain America?
Yeah, man.
Alright. Says this guy.
That's why he's not even on the thumbnail. Fam.
Go back to the Winter Soldier review. This guy. They make me love Cap. This guy.
Oh yeah, like
that's the
movie.
Renegade.
That's
That's
nothing to renege, fam. That's nothing to renege. Man, still don't care about him.
The greatest war our world has ever
Ads.
seen here on our doorstep.
No one cares.
Before creation itself,
What happened?
there were 6 singularities. Then the universe exploded into existence. And the remnants of these systems were forged into concentrated ingots. Infinity Stones.
I can still save you. We are all dead. Can you not see it?
Hear me and rejoice.
You're a destroyer, Odinson. See where your power leads.
That shot.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless. If I ask you to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am. Thanos is coming. He's coming. What's your name?
Gamora.
Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I'm not your daughter. Everything I hid about myself, he told me.
The stone demands a sacrifice.
All right, stop!
In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love.
If he gets the stone, half the universe dies. It's not fair. It shouldn't be you, but it is. It's all right. You could never hurt me. I just feel you.
I'm sorry, little one. The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
I'm not ready.
No one ever is.
Tony.
We don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning.
There was no other way.
To know your days are numbered. Your time is short.
Loki, I thought the world of you. I thought we were going to fight side by side forever, but at the end of the day, you're you and I'm me.
The sun will shine on us again.
Start.
I don't want to go.
And if you died,
Sir, please.
act like that's all
I
right.
don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I have lived most of my life surrounded by my enemies.
No.
I will be grateful to die among my friends.
Something's happening.
We're family. We leave no one behind.
In times of crisis, we must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single.
Then finish it. Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
But a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. It's a privilege to be among them.
He did it.
the hell is happening?
Oh God.
Woo!
God damn, that felt like 20 minutes, fam.
Bruv, man was just at a funeral service, fam.
Jesus Christ. What is going on in there? Bro, that was only 5 minutes. Why did I feel like a whole thing, bruv?
Bruv, just people dying left and right. Fam, for a second, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that made me feel like I liked Loki for a second. For a split second, fam. Because I think when it showed Thor's perspective on their relationship, a very truncated version of it, showed them as kids with Odin, and I forgot about all of just the nonsense Loki did. Do you know what I'm saying? It just felt like, oh, his little brother that died, innit? I was like, oh, Loki. And as soon as the scene left, I was like, the F Loki. I hate Loki.
Wow.
Now Loki sucks, man. I hate him.
I still think Thor's gone through like the most sacrifice. Right, if anyone had a trilogy, I think Thor's gone through the most, isn't it?
Why?
Lost Loki, lost his
mum, dad, girlfriend, his three best friends.
You can't count the girlfriend, sorry.
Who?
You can't count the girlfriend.
Who? Jane.
You can't
Why
count.
not?
You can't count.
He got dumped, man. It takes a
sorry.
toll on someone someone dumping you. So I'm
no, they were never together. Let's not co-sign.
They was together for 2 movies.
Let's not co-sign the lies, please.
They were together
Okay,
for 2
they were
movies.
never together in those 2 movies.
So yeah, it was a bit mad. No, that's like ultra peak. It makes me ultra ready for Endgame, but at the same time, like I'm ultra sad. Like, bruv, why are they
ultra ready?
Ultra ready for Endgame.
Man, no one's ready for it.
Man's ready for Endgame.
No one's ready for it.
The reason I'm ready for Endgame, because I'm like, I'm on 2 camps. Either Endgame is going to fulfill man's satisfaction to the max, or it's not. And in my mind, Infinity War is the end. And I think I swear I said that in the Infinity War review, that if the MCU ended here right now, I'd be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? But nah, bruv, I'm ready, man. I'm actually ready, fam. We're close, man.
Until man watches the movie and be like, I was not ready, I was not.
Yeah, I might be. I probably will. No. Probably will. Sounds like Joe.
I've got no expectations in it.
You've got no expectations?
No. Gonna walk in there, clear mind, innit?
You're lying, bruv.
What's there to expect? Everyone's gonna die, everyone's gonna live. Like, one or the other, innit?
You're gonna expect the movie to be lit.
No, I'm not.
You don't? So you expect it to be...
Like, I didn't know, like, Infinity War's like, yeah, it's gonna be good, but it... Woo,
you know what? You know me, I'm always on that neutral thing, but after being revealed that like the movie's like 3+ hours, like
it's because they're wrapping up.
Yeah, it's they're polishing things up. There's no rushing. There is things are getting done properly. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said this as well from time. Like both Infinity War and Endgame need to be 3 hours long. What Infinity War was like 2.5.
2.5. I don't think they both need to be 2.5 to 3 hours. No, but when you put them together, and it's 5.5 hours,
good.
Yeah, like
I think that's legit. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that because there's more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to bang Civil War on the end of that. Like everything plays a part.
But that's what I'm saying. They literally like rapping and one thing I think that will happen is like when this whole thing is done. And we sit down, we go from Iron Man all the way back to the end. You know what we'll do? It will just link back to the first movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, there will just be that silver line who just connects everything and just gonna, like, just have this whole thing as one whole masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Man won't even look at as one movie. Man just has, like, this whole thing, fam.
Oh, it's mad. Guys, jump in the comment section below. Let us know if this was as depressing for you as it was. Like, I really felt like I just went to a funeral service, fam.
Really? Do you think it was depressing?
Bro, it weren't just all the dusting. It was like everyone's death ever in the MCU.
I know, and I get that. But at the same time, I feel so like I wouldn't say fulfilled, but like...
Fulfilled by death.
Man's not fulfilled by death. Man is fulfilled by heroes' defeat because we've always been given our heroes triumph and the good guys always.
I'm not talking about the movie Infinity War. I'm talking about this, what we just watched. That was that was 5 minutes. You said it lasted forever because it was depressing. It was sad.
But this is what I'm saying. It's how I feel inside. Like at the same time, like it's just like it's good. Like man feels good about watching this, bro. Like the energy was like, you know what I'm saying. Like it was depressing. Yeah, it was funeral service kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like, yo man, you man getting slapped up, fam. You know what I'm saying? And you also got the journey. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, oh, these men are getting dusted, fam. You know what I'm saying? Thanos was in there, peppering the thing up, bro, letting them guys know, look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? These are the reason why this is happening, bro. Beautiful. This was poetry, fam.
It was that. It was also high level depression.
But was it though?
Believed it though.
Anyway, I'm gonna advise everyone to go and watch the Avengers Infinity War trailer reaction after this to raise your spirits.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Raise your spirits.
Don't do that.
Can we get more views? Can we get that video to 1 million? He doesn't even know I'm trying to get to 1 million.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about that.
Go raise your spirits. Anyway, guys, let us know what you thought about this Sacrifice trailer down below. Thank you for requesting it. We need more Patreon-only videos. So if you've got a 5-minute movie clip, trailer, or something you want us to discuss, watch, blah, 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 comment on the Patreon post, the request post, when it comes up. Other than that, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernuts.
And I'm Revin the GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz.
And we'll see you next week on another Patreon-only video.
Sheesh.
Peace.